Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing well. I'm just really bored, and I'm very extremely lonely, and I'm ready for justice. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Welcome back. If you are returning back and you're upright, I bless you all. Please pray for me. I day in, day out, month after month, and now it's been year after year, I have been completely alone without any kind of contact for justice. I've tried to reach out and get some justice, and just real demonic, devilish stuff is taking place on this criminalistic nonsense that I'm dealing with. It's unethical, folks. It's really unethical. And if you are new, please just go back on the live section of this platform. Last week I was pretty much more in detail about my stuff. I talk about it all the time because I'm always in hopes of turning this camera on and somebody hearing who has the power in the place of authority to get up and stop some wicked, murderous person that I'm dealing with. And it's disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's wrong. I'm being used on my platform, and I have recorded documentation and evidence, and it's disgusting, folks. And somebody's gonna pay real hard. I was doing some readings earlier, and the Most High was bringing all kinds of stuff about bloodshed and stuff like that on those readings earlier. And I think it was the air reading. Was it that reading? It was one of those readings. God was just bringing this energy through me of him going to laugh at his enemy and torture somebody very slowly for what they've done to another person. The devil was in the hidden space there in that reading. And if you are new, I feel energy in the Most High. Long before I ever knew it was even in the scripture, a long time ago, I just would feel energy, and it would be hard on me. And I asked him, why in the world are you letting me feel this? And he just told me, don't ask me why I created you the way that I did. I didn't even know that was a scripture until the next time I opened my word, and there it was. And big stuff. So I feel energy, and I'm known to just give a what for sometimes, and it's just the way that God uses me. And he was literally mocking inside that reading and stated he was going to torture somebody who has been absolutely a demonic devil to another person. And he was just bringing scripture through my spirit. And I'm not a religious channel, by the way. I'm not a religious person. God himself's not religious. He's spiritual. And he commands us to walk in the truth. Oh, there they did. There they did something. My whole screen just changed. And I'm dealing with somebody messing with and hacking in on my stuff, folks. My whole screen just literally just changed. I've got all kinds of stuff, just recorded evidence of stuff, and it's just a bunch of bull crap, man. It's just a bunch of bull crap. I have a right to get on my platform and be Shannon Hensley, and whoever is acting like they are me and not deserves to get the crap beat out and by God Almighty up in your freaking face, and just flat out just be knocked down to the pit of hell for what you've done to me. Bunch of bullcrap. Happened earlier today as well. When I was doing those readings, I got a couple of notifications. I have another phone that was sitting here, and I was getting the first notification off of the earth reading, and then I got one of the other readings, the notification came to show that I was online live, and then two of the other readings, they were cut off. Nobody got those notifications. It's just a bunch of crap. I have freedom of speech and rights as a human being in the earth realm. I think I'm breathing the God-given breath that he put inside of me, and nobody gets to tell me what I will or will not do. As long as I'm in the upright truth, then nobody gets to dictate what I will or will not do, or who I'll talk to and who I won't. And I've been living out in my car since January, off and on. I've had the pleasure for the last couple of days to sleep in a bed. And people got my things. People literally got my projects, my music. The industry's got my stuff, and just thinking, well, I'll just throw you out. And if you're on the camera, well, then we'll use you. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. bunch of bull crap. And I have begged God on the day that a court trial goes down that I am the person who pushes the person's execution button. I want to see their eyeballs just pop out of their freaking head for what they've done to me. I have no mercy for this idiot. I have no mercy for this idiot who's done what they've done to my life. All right, I just have to vent because I have nobody to talk to. Most High God, I thank you that you teach our hands out of war. Stomp on every person out there that has dug a pit for another person out of their own selfish gain. Stomp them down to the pit of hell. You said today that the angels are mindful of their destruction. You laugh at your enemies every day. What do you want to bring out here, Most High God? We have a little spy, and we do have bullying going on. We do have a bully out here, and I'm sorry, I just won't be bullied by nobody. I'm so sorry. You're an idiot. You don't bully no one. Somebody is a bully, and we're not to be moved by no one but God Almighty, folks. Somebody in authority, the will goes back to authority. This is the Yod, which is the arm of God. Wouldn't mess with the arm of God because it's going to come out and punch somebody. Something's changing here. There's a little communication also being checked out, and so hopefully somebody's going to find something that they are looking for here. The letter Y or the modern day J could be here attached to something going on. Something's going to change here with the matter. So she was there, and so was the King of Swords today when I was reading this very sharp energy coming out. Both these came out. I think it was either the earth reading or the fire reading. They both came out together when I was looking at something there. Very sharp energy. And so if somebody is behind somebody's back and bullying somebody who's a little lower in a position, because work also came out, and somebody's very sharp here. For some of you all, those of you who are dealing with exes, your ex could be using your kid and bullying your kid to get information and spy around some things attached to something that's going on. Something's going to change with this because there's something about bloodshed and murder came out. It was so, the most I was showing it. Something's dangerous somewhere on some bloodshed nonsense is going on. So either somebody's trying to do it or they're trying to get away with what they did, but this is changing. The ninth house goes back to the husband, and so somebody's got an ex using somebody, or somebody in the law is here because that's authority energy. Then something is changing out here. And this would show somebody that would be bullying somebody. If they're in the negative type of energy, that's a cuckoo energy in the negative. If she's upright, she ain't gonna put up with nothing. And somebody's just checking something out here. So I'll read it in different directions out here. The King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So could be a Sagittarius. Somebody was just born in that sign, don't have to be. Very passionate individual, somebody who will get up and do something, very managed if he's upright. Otherwise, he's a hothead in the reverse. But you do have 3 people cards that are out here. Let's take a look at this little spy. Okay, good. So children would be out here. Somebody's got a lot of anxiety around something. With the 9 of Swords and the 6 of Cups is about your past. The Most High's bringing out something out here with your past. Somebody's checking out something. So the children rune did come out today. So again, for a lot of you all, something or somebody that you grew up in childhood could just be here if you don't have kids or nephews or nieces or grandkids or something like that. But something about the past or soulmates or children or somebody that you know from the past or a situation in the past is out here. 9, 10, 11, 11 swords, which is 2, 9, 11's tower energy as well. Somebody sitting here probably act like they don't know something as well. This is bitterness out here. Show me the past. Show me the past, Most High. Thank you. Well, there is bitterness out here. It wants to show itself, and then this also came out. One of those other readings had a bunch of water that kept coming out in the reading as well. Something's happened out here in the past, and somebody still cries over spilt milk. Somebody's just a big fat baby then somewhere, or something's happened within a matter. Some type of a rejection could have been here. There's somebody out here that's in leadership acting that way, is what the Most High is showing me. Somebody is in apathy in their leadership. If you look at this, you've got, I'm just looking at it in a different way, but this is like some type of a shepherd type of an energy that leads a flock of people that's out here. Something like that is out here. Somebody just pouting, attached to whatever the crap this is about. Somebody's all up in their emotions, but they don't have their emotions, but they're hanging on to emotions. Does that make sense? Crazy energy with that. I'm also hearing, I hate you, but I love you. Something like that's out here, which is very contrary to itself. If somebody's like, I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you either. That type of energy is also coming through for somebody, which is crazy for somebody to do that. And so today, looking back at those readings, with that devil also being there, just looking at something differently, it's just like somebody wants to hold somebody back as well. There's the Four of Pentacles there as well. So there's grudges out here about the past. And somebody is just nothing but a freaking powder. The Six of Cups is, I'm in nostalgia all the time about some crap. Or your kid is, those of you who've got matters with your kids, somebody's really dealing with a lot of anxiety and a lot of mental stuff and sleepless nights. That's cruelty. For some of you all, if this is somebody bullying your kid, you could have a step parent around something as well, and they're being bullied for something. Whatever this is, whatever's happened in like past life energy or children's energy is out here. Somebody, this is a cruelty card. There's cruelty out here. For some of you all, a friend is not really your friend. If your friends are around your kids, they're mean to them. That ain't going to be for everybody, but a dog energy goes back to loyalty and friendship and stuff like that. Something like that is here. Somebody's hanging on to something in a really big way about something in the past, though, in general energy out here. And somebody watches somebody all the time, then so be it. Then somebody watches somebody all the time out here. Show me this King of Wands, please. More cups are coming out. It's emotional out here. Seven of Cups. This King of Wands got choices, many options. This is a creativity card, dreaming up something as well, or they did. Something's went wrong out here in a really bad freaking way. But this, if you got choices to make, it's got a consequence to it. This tells you to step back and you better really pay attention. What's in every single one of these cups is different consequences to what's going to be chosen. If some of y'all is dealing with somebody's got a lot of suitors around some situation than you are, this is out of control energy. There's a dragon down here as well. Dragon, spiritually speaking, can take you to whoredom. And we had whoredom come out the other day in a really big reading that I did. It was going on at work. The boss knew about it. And it wasn't good. God says that stuff kills you at the end. Anyway, if you're not dealing with whoredom energy, you could be dealing with somebody, I don't know, a dragon's a dragon, that'll serpent the devil. And this is somebody that's like angry because somebody's either was receptive or was not receptive in the past. This is a rejection. This is about receptivity, but there's somebody out of control here in this energy. If the King of Wands not upright, he's a hothead. Gonna explode, oh my God. And something like that's out here, and somebody's got choices to make around this King of Wands. And if somebody don't have their self-control, it's gonna be emotional around somebody who don't give a rip, but they're gonna bring emotions to something out here. Obviously, Queen of Swords is like cold as ice type of stuff as well. So there's just a bunch of cruelty nonsense around something, then so be it. There's the Tower. So the eyeballs out here. The letter Ein is out here. And so again, you got somebody behind somebody watching somebody all the time. There's a spy out here around you, or you know about something going on, or whatever it means for you. If somebody is watching somebody out here, checking things out. they're in this like, I don't care, and I'm gonna I feel like somebody's trying to control somebody out here in the energy. Bunch of nonsense. Something's fixing to change. The tower's coming down, and the wheel's gonna go around on somebody, folks, because God said so. God said he was going to torture a person, because somebody out here is in that energy. That's exactly what he said in that, I think it was the air reading. Because somebody is, the cruelty cards out here. Show me the tower. Okay, this just wants to jump out before I said the tower. So it's a message. It's in the reverse. It's jumping on that other page, the Page of Swords. And somebody checking something out here. Whoever the message is about, it's around something physical here. It's somebody can't be trusted here, and something going on with that in the reverse. What's at the bottom of the deck? This is about these choices that came up underneath this King of Wands, this passionate individual. So either that's you and you're spiritual and you've got your head on straight, or this person's a warlock in the reverse of his energy, which is a violation to God. There's choices out here. This is intimate choices around something. If there is whoredom out here, and that dragon takes you to whoredom, and somebody's like, hey, I want you to make these decisions, and somebody's got many suitors out here, somebody is wanting somebody to open up to something, somebody could end up getting trampled on out here with that energy. That dragon needs to be trampled on. There's the little money, hey honey, type of an energy out here. If this was showing past energy, somebody did call up a whore. Somebody's still hanging on to that hatred in a matter then, and they're just constantly on a situation watching something. Or if he's in the reverse, he can be a what are they called, the boss of a whore. I can't remember the name of what they're called. I was doing a reading last month or a month and a half ago, and I said that this is a pimp. And I picked up one of my homemade decks, just went to go grab the deck, and when I picked it up, the pimp was there. He would be some type of a pimp-like energy around something. I feel like that's what's out here around something. Somebody's husband's around that type of energy. And somebody's spying on something with that energy for some cases out here. It's really strong. Show me the tower. That stuff gonna kill you. Just telling you, it's gonna kill you. Death. Death is out here. The sun is also here. I want to say this word goes to rotting. Somebody's rotten out here around something out here. There are secrets. There's the moon. Somebody gonna get cut. Somebody's gonna get cut. If this is a warlock, they probably bow to molten images. 92. Okay, so 9/11 is here. It's out here already, like I said. There's a word goes to oppression. Again, somebody's cruel out here to somebody. Somebody's mean, and somebody's going to get cut. Or when the moon is coming up and the sun's going down, there's something going on out here, or somebody's checking something out around that time, or something like that. Or when right before the sun comes up, something around that timing energy is also here attached to something going on with something. This is secret sex, money, property, things like that is out here. Somebody knows somebody's feeling of fear. Somebody should fear God. I will feel and know and perceive and something about something being created, or I do know about somebody's feeling about some type of creation that was out here, is the mottos of the houses to make a sentence of what's out here. But you've got an eyewitness or secrets out here that are known about something something being cut is out here. Somebody is in the occult out here. Her energy and his energy in the negative is witches and warlocks, and the occult goes back to the 8th house. And the molten image word is out here in the pictograph language, and so that those people who are dealing with that nonsense out here that went crazy, that's a crazy card. Unless I say you get a line of confusion, that's a confusion card. Somebody deals with that nonsense out here. Something's around this energy. Something's changing. Somebody knows something about somebody's husband. Those of you who've lost a husband, it was probably a murder, because that bloodshed energy was there with that death card being there to look at something different direction. Something was plotted within a murder with that energy, and somebody said I'm sorry, and they went somewhere with a person and they got murdered and slaughtered for something that's taken place, and they weren't really sorry. That energy was showing up today, that it's coming through my spirit that way. If that's past energy, somebody tried to come back and say I'm sorry and I want to make up, and they weren't really sorry, and somebody else was obviously was cool with something out here. They went somewhere with that person. The person murdered the person. They weren't really sorry for something. They still had grudges. It's showing up out here. Somebody still had grudges. Be careful. Be careful. We live in an hour where people are nothing but a freaking liar. So there's something about travel that's out here. Show me. So I was looking at the tower, and the death card came out on it. And so there's something ending and being cut here. And for some of y'all, this is going to be positive, because something's transforming out of something that somebody knows that's being checked out, because God's going to bring justice to a situation. The justice rune kept coming out today as well. So there's the little fornicator card there. So anyway, show me that page of pentacles in the reverse, please. Some of y'all got a kid that's being used for whoredom's sake. If you got teenagers, you need to talk to them, God just said. This is manipulative. There's a magician out here. We're looking at this card in the reverse, which is a card of you cannot trust this. That other pentacle is found here on this table. There's a headship here attached to something going on with this. Two pentacles is a secret physical exchange, and somebody's checking something out about a secret physical exchange. If this headship is in the upright, those people are in the upright in a headship checking out whatever this little message was that was exchanged, then somebody knows about this, or it's going to change something, because there's a knowledge out here around something being transformed with this matter. That magician's coming out. There is a maladministration in this deck. The strength card has a meaning of a maladministration. There's a headship around something out here. Authority. Let me use this deck, see what's in the hidden space for extra energy. What's in the hidden space, please? The truth in the reverse, with the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. There is cruelty here. This is not 10 swords is a betrayal. It's brutal, and somebody wants to keep secrets out here. Secret communication could be here. Again, somebody's bullying somebody out here. This is spiritual people that are in the reverse. There's a warlock energy out here attached to something. You got stupid masonry nonsense. I told really strong this week. We've been talking about the Masons, and I shared on my platform a 33-degree Mason got on and talked about his experience and how God saved him. He sold his soul to the devil, and he gave the devil 7 years, and he was asked about the selling of his soul by the interviewer, because he got saved, and he said he was, before his 7 years were up for the deal that he made with the devil, God rescued him. But anyway, that man talked about a lot of stuff about the Masons and how demonic they are, and how many people in the Masons are found in the churches. the modern day churches. And I believe that that is why we are told in the book of Revelations, in the end time, that the church would be called a whore, and they would be drinking the damnation of God, and God himself saying, get out of her, my people. And that people would be leaving these churches because the knowledge of the truth is coming out. We're in this hour, and we are, again, like I said, this King of Wands, a very spiritual individual, and it's coming out with the Hierophant. This is churches, preachers, teachers, mentors, things like that. It's in the reverse. It's a practitioner energy in the reverse. And this is a cruel individual, which he would be very cruel in the reverse. He is somebody who would just freaking blow up. The cruelty's out here. Came out of 2 decks. 9 of Swords is out here twice. Somebody's nothing but a freaking manipulator and some type of a headship out here. And these people are dangerous, folks. I also told on another platform today that I went back and I was just listening to other people talk about their experience within the Masons. And this lady was telling her, I'll just reiterate it, she was telling that her dad got involved really just dived into that organization. They were poor, and he did it for money's sake. And her dad taught her how to listen to the infiltration of the demon that would come out of him as he was yielded to the demon, to get information, to sell that information to other people, like spells and things like that. And so he would just give himself over to demons, and then he'd come to and he'd say, what did they say? And his daughter would relay what the demon said through her dad, and then he'd run off with that and go sell the information for the money. He lost his soul out of it. And she said that they would go into the lodges, and her and her brothers, I think she said brothers, but anyway, her siblings, they'd go into the lodges, and her dad would go have meetings, and they'd be molested while her dad was in the back with another person in the lodge. The 33-degree Mason witch warlock that got on and spoke about how he got delivered. He said a lot of pedophile energy comes out of that organization. And so I don't know how far you get inside that organization before that deep demonic stuff comes upon you, but if you are dabbling around this in this organization, it's time for you to get out right now. It's going to take your soul. It will take your soul. This is organization. It is backwards organization out here, and that's what's out here. And somebody's nothing but a cruel piece of nutcase out here in this reading. And somebody wants these secrets about this cruelty in the hidden space. Look what's in the hidden space. They want to keep secret about things because they're shamed to this stuff. They're shamed to it, folks. It's nasty. So, mental problems are out here. That's a mental problem card. It's all over here. And when you get a few 9s in a reading, it represents bloodshed. And God brought the bloodshed out really strong today. The first time we see 1818 in the Hebraic language is when Cain killed Abel. And you got 9s out here. A 9, a 9, a 9. The moon is 18. 9s. There's bloodshed out here. Somebody's a freaking murderer. They do sacrifice. I mean, it's right here. A sea of people goes back to the death card as well. Anyway, there's stink and rot out here. God's going to give somebody a taste of their own medicine out here. And he said today through my spirit, they would be tortured the way they torture everybody else. Some of y'all really need to talk to your kids. So this is a children rune that did come out. All right. And F-R-Y, Fry. Somebody's name could be Fry for a last name. I don't know, but there's a burning energy could be out here as well. This is something that's going to come to the light. Okay. This is a children rune. This is a fraud rune, and that goes back to this house, take you back to fraudulent things as well. This tells people to trust. People are going to have to trust. We're dealing with the real heavy spiritual transformation that's going on in this hour that we live in, folks. And you got people really opened up to some real demonic things, and that is what's talked about in the book of Isaiah, that when Lucifer, when the coming of Lucifer, that the dead was going to be stirred up. Let me read this real quick. It's come through my spirit, so just, I don't have nobody to talk to, so give me just a second. I heard the Most High say the other day that the king was coming, and the king is coming. The king is coming. We're right here with all this stuff taking place. It says that the grave, and we've got this death energy, and there's death all over the place. It says that the grave from beneath is moved for thee, O Lucifer, to meet thee at thy coming, to stir up the dead. And again, demonic entities are all over the earth. People dabbling around in magic and things like that. And people are in the churches. And we're finding out, even by people that were in these organizations, that there's a bunch of people that are there. And we're finding out a lot of these people are infiltrated with demonic entities. It's just stage actors and things like that. And go ahead. The book of Isaiah also tells you, go ahead, quote the word. But it ain't going to work for you, because to the law and to the testimony, if you don't speak according to that word, there's no light on the inside of you. Go ahead, speak the word all you want backwards. It ain't going to work for you, because God is with us. Not fakes. Not people being cruel. God is about righteousness, not wickedness. It says that hell is going to be moved at his coming. It's stirring up the dead. And so all this witchcraft stuff we see in the earth, it's a part of this prophecy with Lucifer. And it says here that the word stirring up the dead goes to ghosts. We got all kinds of people on the TV now and playing around with even talking to ghosts and doing TV shows about it and talking to them, and lights going off and trying to find what they're here for, what's your name. Stupidness, this dangerous stuff. People don't realize that's a violation of God. That's why craziness comes with that stuff. Anyway, stirring up the dead is here for even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, O Lucifer, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Your pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And that's all that I have seen today, is the Empress with the devil cards come out real strong. And I did a spiritual face-to-face with you all on the platform about Venus and that Saturn energy and what it is actually scripturally. And so if you want to watch that, just type in on this platform, beautiful Venus question mark, and you can just put my name behind it, Shannon Hensley, and that video will pop up. I'll try to remember to put it down in the description box, but that's how you can get to it. But this is what's out here in the hidden space, backwards organization and secrets and all this nonsense and this dead energy. And people dabbling around in this magic nonsense. Your children and people's children are out here involved in some stuff, and it's all prophecy playing out. And people needing to have a wake-up call and find out what it is you want for eternity, because the eternity rune came out. And once you and I pass this realm, we can never come back and say, okay, God, I want to make it right. That's it. This is a radical change happening here in a situation. Okay? And something hidden about it's going to come to the light for groups of people. And people are going to have to trust in something that's going on. Because people got secrets, but the secrets are going to come out. God says everything in the hidden is going to come out. There's a maladministration out here involved in some stuff, and God ain't going to let this keep going on and on and on. So, anyway, I just wanted to check this energy. The letter F, the letter Y, the letter R, the A, the M, the T, AM, the Q came out. The CH together is also here, and the H came out. And that's it. Y'all please pray for me. I'm very lonely. I need a friend. Somebody who literally has the true fear of God Almighty on the inside of them. And has their mind. Not a lot of people have their mind anymore, folks. But I need a rescue team. If anybody is able to help for another night of me having a bed, then thank you very much. My information is down below. Otherwise, I will be out in my car, and that will not stop me from getting on my platform and asking at the hand of the Most High what He wants us to know. But if you are able to be helpful, or you know anything about my situation and can help me get somebody behind bars, then however you can help, even by prayer, thank you very much. I'm tired. I'm ready to have some justice, like a lot of people. Anyway, my information is down below if you're able to help. May God bless you. Shalom. Thanks for listening.